Yes, it can be perceived at the first sight, and you can recognize that we have many Syrians, but actually they are like focused only on two or three cities. They are not like spread over the country. Uh, the most city they are located in is my city, which is 6th of October in the capital in Cairo, and two other cities. But yeah, you can recognize this. Well, if you mean you, Egypt, no, not directly. But we suffer like from seeing our families in Syria and what's happening with them and the killing and so. But economy. Well, my people think that yes, it's commonly spreaded that yes, and they're affecting it negatively. But whoever studies economics will understand that this is extremely wrong because actually we have lots of resources, lots of places that you can start a business, lots and everything, but nobody is making use of them, or we are not making use of all the resources. So the Syrians are starting from the scratch. They didn't let any Egyptian close the businesses so they can take it or start it. They are competing, they are starting, and actually they are making the market, the Egyptian market grow because they are like providing better service, better services with lower prices, and actually it's making the competition on fire. Like, and that that's actually good because we are expecting a good return for our money. No, because we, as Egypt, government and people, we don't have the term refugee, and we don't have even a plan according to the term. So whoever needs to come to Egypt urgently for a war or for any other thing, even if you just decided that you have to come to Egypt for economical disaster in your country, like what's happening with the African refugees in Egypt, you just come to the country, um, live between the people. You don't need to be recognized as a special. You So there will be no need for a special treatment as a refugee, as you will be involved by nature in the country and in the society. But the negative part comes with the people who don't speak Arabic, so they will not gonna be involved and they will suffer. At this case, they will be in a massive need for help from the country, but this will not happen. So who will do this? Actually, we'll be having the UN Refugee Agency. It helps the refugees to get involved, they find a job, and to even start their businesses. But as Egypt, as a country, no, we don't have any even team responsible for this. Question number 5. Do you think Egypt treats Syrians equally or like equal to Egyptians? Yes. From or since 2012, we in Egypt have a law that makes all Syrians, and not only Syrians, Syrians and Yemeni people, and Palestinians and Iraqi. Oh my God, we have too many bad things happening. So we have the Yemeni, Palestinians, and Syrians, and um, who else? Iraqi people be treated as Egyptians so they can join the public schools and they can join the universities, go to the public hospitals, and so. So yes, they are treated equally to Egyptians. Well, yeah, uh, Syrians started businesses in Egypt. Most of the things are food, restaurants, and so because actually their food is way good. It's easy and commonly like admired in all the Arab countries, not only Egypt. So most of the Syrian businesses are food. Me myself was in charge on 10 Syrian families to support them to start their own businesses by consulting and so. But actually, those 10 families they don't have the skill of cooking. So we needed to start a new business according to the skill they had in Syria. So most of them were like botany and clothes and stuff like that. So most of them started the business, but actually the majority restaurants, Syrian restaurants. Okay. Well, actually, the Syrian case is not that much big in in Egypt. So like they are not complaining. They are they are feeling like kinda satisfied. I have many Syrian friends. I hear none of them like complaining that the Egyptians are treating them bad. Like actually, the people of Jordan and Lebanon are treating the Syrians like hell. We have bad things for sure in Egypt, but I don't think that Syrians are complaining much, so they are requiring the government to interfere. But if it has to do something, it would be making use of the skills of the Syrians. Actually, they are really skillful, and we as Egyptians, if I have a service provider who's Syrian and a service provider who's Egyptian, I choose the Syrian. Maybe because they are already in competition and they are already in a different country and they have to prove that they are successful. Maybe because of that they are better, but actually their service providing is really better, especially that we are a touristic company, uh, company, sorry, touristic country. So, um, and most of the complaints from the tourists who are visiting Egypt is mainly about the service providing. So if we make use of the Syrians, or not make use like um, I don't know how to say this in English, but like make the benefit out of the presence of the Syrians in Egypt by letting the people learn how to provide a good service which will help us in our um, main production. Actually, tourism is the main production of Egypt, and the good service is the heart of the tourism field actually. So that's my opinion. Maybe there are other things, but from my point of view, I believe this will be like the best benefit we get from the Syrians, and the best benefit for the Syrians will and the best benefit for the Syrians will be for them to have a space to grow, to have a space to be successful, to have a space not to waste all these years on nothing. Like we have to be a good host for them, so they will get back to Syria when things are better, and they can continue, not start from scratch.